Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is I, your mother's favorite podcaster, aka the microphone messiah, Phillip Antoine. I am joined by Marlee and Brandon. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
What's up?
Nothing much here to talk a little King and Queen of the Ring. It happened May 25th. A lot of things happened on May 25th. There was a lot going on. Marlee was at a show. I pulled double duty. It was the birthday of our tribal chief. Happy birthday to Roman. It was the birthday of Boss Man. Happy birthday to Boss Man. All the birthdays were going around. But yeah, let's talk about some King and Queen of the Ring. How'd you guys like the show? Overall thoughts. Marlee, you can go first.
I thought it was just a typical Saudi Arabia show. I feel like every Saudi show just caters to the Saudi fans, and it's very predictable. But it was better. It was entertaining compared to like the last few ones. I didn't mind this one.
Yeah, the Saudi shows, I mean, when they first started, they existed in their own little universe. But as of late, over the past like 5 or 6 have been very storyline driven, and they continue the story moving forward throughout the year. So that's good. Brandon, overall thoughts?
I thought it was an okay show. I think all these different PLEs and pay-per-views, I kind of grade them on a curve. And so for a Saudi, a blood money show, it was okay. The matches, I think the King and Queen in the Ring matches, I think were probably the highlight just because the both the results weren't exactly in doubt. So it's okay or good overall for a Saudi show, I'd say.
Absolutely. Let's start off with the we had a show we had a match on the countdown. Sorry, on
Oh,
the
we're actually
countdown
gonna
show.
acknowledge the pre-show for once.
Well, I mean, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defended the women's tag team championship.
Against my girl Candice and her daughter Indy Hartwell. This one only goes
Yes.
8 minutes, and of course Bianca and Jade get the win. I'll be honest, I did not see this. I was doing something else at the moment, so if you guys saw it, let me know. I did see what happened. We got Jade doing Jade things and Bianca selling the knee and all that other stuff because that's Candice is the one who injured her knee, so she had to get redemption for that.
Yes. Thoughts on the tag finish?
I thought it was kind of messy choreographed wise because the way Bianca just like pushed Jade out of the way to get the pin, it just seemed very messy towards the end.
Yeah, if Jade was the legal person, then it would have looked crisper, I think. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, match was fine. They did, but they did retain the titles, and they're going to be moving forward. Now the main show.
The main show, we got another women's match. This one opening the show, we got Becky Lynch defending her women's world title against Liv Morgan. So cute of them to coordinate their outfits. So both of them were doing a Britney Spears inspired get up. And Liv Morgan ends up getting the win after Dirty Dom gets involved. He brought a chair into the ring, and he earlier in the show, or on the pre-show, said that he's not gonna let Liv win the title. Or I don't know if he said specifically Liv, but he just said you're not gonna win the title. And then Becky doesn't take advantage of the chair. Liv does, hits her with the Oblivion or DDT, whatever the hell her name's called, and Liv gets the win, and her revenge tour continues. And
Yes,
Dominic was not happy.
DDT on the chair, Oblivion. After that, Liv Morgan's the new women's world champion. Liv's first title in quite some time, and the first time she's ever beaten Becky Lynch. So got to throw that out there. Good stuff. They were going at it a couple years ago over the what was it? It was either the SmackDown or the Raw Women's title, but yeah, I believe it was the Raw Women's title. Glad to see that Liv has finally got a big win. Because if she didn't win here, then it just would have been like, all right, then why would I care whenever she's in another big spot? You know what I'm saying? Marlee, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was a good match. I think I predicted Liv to win because it sets up when Rhea comes back for, I guess, whatever's happening with Liv in Judgment Day. I guess she's trying to take over. I feel like it's really gonna set up the story for Liv and Rhea. But the match itself, I don't know. I feel like it was too obvious that Becky was a transitional champion, so her losing didn't really mean anything. But I'm very happy that Liv won because again, if she didn't win in Saudi or King Queen of the Ring, she probably would have not been taken seriously, like you said.
Yeah. I'm interested to see where they go, and obviously, this is going to lead to something with Rhea whenever she comes back. The memes are going around of custody for Dominic on a ladder. The memes are going,
If they don't call back to that, then what's the whole point of this?
bro. It has to. I'm telling you, a ladder match at SummerSlam. Two things are on the line: the custody of Dominic Mysterio and the Women's World Championship.
I mean,
Oh,
they all see it, so they have to.
I love that. What was next?
Well, after the fact, we get a Becky promo backstage where she demanded a rematch for the title. So it looks like we're getting that, I believe, on Raw tonight. And also, elephant in the room, there's still like room and innuendo that Becky Lynch has not signed a new contract. And so for her to lose this title right here and then to get another match right after the fact does kind of stoke those flames.
And they haven't used the rematch clause thing in a while. Like I can't recall the last time somebody was like, "I'm invoking my rematch clause."
Yeah, no, they did away with that for a minute, which I thought was a nice refresher. You don't just automatically get a rematch and whatnot. Kind of have to work your way back. Yeah. So what was the next match?
We got the Intercontinental title match, triple
Yes.
threat. Sami Zayn defending against Chad Gable with Otis and also Bronson Reed. This one goes 13 minutes, 40 seconds. Sammy gets the win after Otis goes back and forth if he's going to attack Sammy or not. And he ends up trying to attack Sammy, but Sammy ducks him, and Otis runs into Gable, and then Beluva kick on Bronson Reed. So Bronson Reed takes the pinfall. So Chad, gets quote unquote protected. Continue on that feud with Chad and Otis, and Chad and Sami Zayn later on down the line.
Yes. Love the spot of the Chad suplexing both Reed and Zayn. Thought that made him look great. Yeah. So Otis with the clothesline to the outside on Chad. Gonna prolong their story. I can't wait to see what happens on Raw tonight. Good stuff. Good. Nice little triple threat from the three of these guys.
I feel like it would have been stronger if it was just Sammy and Chad, but that's just me.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, I
So
thought the match was fine. All three phenomenal workers in their own right, and Sammy kind of showcasing a little bit of his strength with the blue thunder bomb spot with Bronson, and
That was sick.
obviously the crowd is into Otis and the Chad Gable dynamic. As I said, I didn't think they were gonna go a full blown. They weren't gonna blow their load here, which they didn't. Just another tease, and we got Raw coming up today, and I maybe either it's a full blown turn or Gable's gonna really reprimand Otis for this. Don't blow your load too early, kids.
oh hey.
Then
Double entendre.
we got the Queen of the Ring Tournament final first with Lyra Valkyria and Nia Jax. Jax beat Bianca Belair on SmackDown to get to the finals. This one only goes 9:40, shortest match on the pre-show or the show proper. And Nia Jax wins with in the corner. They were kind of fighting. Valkyria trying to hit her with like a power bomb, and just Nia Jax uses her full force and sits down on her with the bonsai drop and gets the pin.
Annihilator.
Sorry, Annihilator. R.I.P. Yoko. And it was a fantastic looking spot. I mean, I don't know how safe it was because it looked like she just put all of her weight onto Lyra and she just like was cartoonishly squished. And it was
Hey.
a fantastic
Yeah,
finish.
they
Sometimes when you out there, you just got to take that. Like that's that's just the nature of the beast, man. I thought they worked really well together. I mean, this is a big spot for Lyra Valkyria. I mean, to go to the finals of the Queen of the Ring, so to show she's a contender for at least something further down the line. Congrats to Nia wearing the icy crown, and she's gonna get a shot at the WWE Women's Championship at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
I thought
presumably Bailey, but who knows?
I need to
I
see
thought it was a really good spot for Lyra because she just got called up from NXT. So to do that and make it to the finals of Queen in the Ring,
Yeah, to at least have one of those NXT talents that just got called up to go that deep makes them look very strong, and it's a credit to NXT and what they're doing down there with all that talent.
Yeah, I mean, Lyra, she's getting this push in the tournament thus far, still hasn't like connected, I think, with the audience thus far. I mean, in this type of match, it's very easy to just get behind her because, the big bad Nia Jax against kind of the smaller underdog of Lyra. So I think this was probably one of her better matches. It was a simple match and it didn't go too long, similar to like, or in difference to like the match she had with EO and some of those other like longer Queen of the Ring matches she had. But I still believe in the talent. I just don't know about the character of Lyra.
Oh, absolutely.
Then moving over to the well, we also did get the announcement. I forget exactly where they put this, but Triple H did an announcement that we're going to get Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre for the world title at Clash at the Castle. The Saudis, for some reason, thought it was going to happen there, which I mean, Triple H did kind of frame it weird, like it was going to happen tonight, but no, it's going to happen. Was it next month in June at in Glasgow,
3 weeks.
right
Yeah.
around the corner.
Jeez, that's gonna be here in a blink of an eye.
June 15th, the same day as Oasis Pro presents Out the Mud. Yeah.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets
There
now.
you go. We got the King of the Ring final with Gunther taking on Randy Orton, who beat Tama Tonga on SmackDown. This one goes 21 minutes and 50 seconds, and Gunther gets the win after a controversial roll-up spot where clearly Randy Orton's shoulder was up. They didn't shine a light on it. Corey Graves kind of like almost said something, but he didn't. So it was an obvious that that was not supposed to happen. We've had similar spots to where they are obviously going after to protect the guy, but that seemed to not be the case. A little bit of a damper on the finish. I mean, I think it kind of says something about Randy Orton because I didn't think this match was all that great, and it's kind of hard to have like a below average match with Gunther that goes 20 minutes with these types of stakes, but it's just kind of he's there to get a crowd reaction and do an RKO, and that's all he needs to do at this point of his career.
I mean, what was the whole match? Just just a little walk and brawl, a little chop, 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 chop. Got the
And he
power,
got
got the power slam off. Got the DDT. He hit his 5 moves. That's all you need to do.
exactly, brother.
Marlee knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you definitely need 5 moves. That's why the jokes about Jey Uso hitting the 5 moves of Uso makes me laugh because it's like all you really need are those 5 moves.
Everybody was talking about Cena, 5 moves of doom. That's all you need in this game.
I'm literally narrowing down my 5 moves right now.
We'll have to talk off air. Well, I need to know. I need to know. Yeah, congratulations to Gunther, Icy Crown. He is the king of the ring, the king of the ring general. I think that's
Does not put the crown on; he just holds it because he's regal like that.
yes, real regal, no William. But yes, he would get an opportunity at the World Championship in Cleveland, Ohio. Gunther could possibly, you know what? Does he just win clean and walk into Bash at Berlin as champion, or
He
does
has to.
or a little schmazola and he wins it in Berlin?
I don't know. I mean, with the title situation being added late, I think it did kind of give some questions of maybe Randy could have won this, and Randy, faces Cody, and they do that at SummerSlam, legacy on the line. But obviously, what they're trying to do is build up Gunther in the world title scene, and the real match is Gunther and Cody. But we're not going to get that. We're going to get Gunther and I mean either a quick turnaround for Drew McIntyre or Damian Priest. So it's kind of in this, what is it, like 8 months or 8 weeks? It's going to be a very short turnaround for all these different moving parts on Raw in the world title.
Yes, it is. It's going to be moving fast. Could Damian scoot by Gunther at SummerSlam? Then whoever wins Money in the Bank, they're going to be around. You got to think about that too. That's coming up in July in Toronto. So a lot of stuff is going to be happening in these next few months, and I'm very excited to see the main event.
The main event
for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Yep.
United States champion.
No more Universal.
Yeah, it was a mouthful to some, but I miss saying it. I do.
Yeah,
I miss my tribal chief. Oh God, it hurts. It really does. It does. For the undisputed WWE title, Logan Paul, the United States champion, takes on the champion of the world, Cody Rhodes, Cody Luther King, Cody Raheem Rhodes. This was a nice little match. Did some wrestling. Brass knucks were involved. Cody cut it on an announce table. Drone shots. We have drones now.
That shot of Logan Paul right when he was about to do the splash was sick.
Yeah,
the 360.
That was dope.
That was his idea. I saw like his tweet. He had texted one of the producers.
Yeah. I mean, and look, man, it's great. I mean, it was just a badass visual. I need that all the time. Can I get like a 360 when guys face off? Like when Cody wrestles Gunther, can we get a drone just to get the 360 before they even start wrestling, just to face off? I need that.
I mean, they've used drones in the past. They did like the outside shot, and they fly the drone into the arena, and they go to the ring. They did it with the Bad Bunny spot. They've done it with this one. So they've used drones in the past, and they use it sporadically, which is probably better. You don't want it to overdo it.
Yeah, you don't want to blow your load. Pause.
Exactly. No pause.
Resume? Or no pause at all?
Fast forward.
All right, Marlee, what did you think of this match?
Well, I'm indifferent on Logan Paul because I didn't really care about him in his Viner days, but as a wrestler, he's impressed me. So I think this was just a match they threw together because they were in Saudi Arabia, and that's what the fans wanted to see. But in terms of wrestling, I really enjoyed Cody's performance more than anything.
Brennan.
I mean, we got a vertebraker in a WWE title match. I mean, what the hell's going on here?
He's been
Uh,
Right.
doing that though, right?
I don't know the last time he's done it in WWE. Has he done
Yeah,
it in
like
WWE before?
I just remember like AEW in the Indies. He did the vertebraker. I thought maybe he's busted it out since he's been back. Maybe in one of those Seth Rollins matches, honestly.
I mean, we've seen those quote unquote banned moves kind of be lifted for special occasions like the brainbuster in the corner, and some other, I forget exactly. There was another one that kind of stood out. But yeah, I mean, I think the match was fine. The finish was never really in doubt. I think we all kind of assumed Cody was going to win, especially with the whole it's just for the WWE title and not for both the titles. They did have the same comedian, Saudi Arabian comedian guy that was at like the last Blood Money show, and he was the ring announcer. And then he gets involved with the finish of like stopping Logan from using the brass knucks or whatever. I kind of roll my eyes at that, but I see what they're doing. They're trying to, get the Saudi Arabian community involved, and it's a big deal to them over there. So it's whatever. But yeah, I thought the match was fine for what it was, and we're moving on to, I guess, another Cody's match of the month, which is kind of what we're getting at this point.
Yeah, a couple little exhibitions before we get something that we can really sink our teeth into. I like that. I like that a lot. Hell, it may still be Randy and Cody at SummerSlam. We don't know. We don't know. What, two pay-per-views before that? Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like the SmackDown side and what kind of non-bloodline Cody matches are really like a big deal for like a SummerSlam or like a Randy Royal Rumble or stuff.
I feel like they should do Randy and Cody at SummerSlam and save Cody and Gunther for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Unify the titles.
Yeah. Just trying to think. Who's over there? There's I think Baron Corbin would be like a nice like a one. Like I could see Baron Corbin versus Cody at Money in the Bank. I can see that happening. Baron did
Yeah,
his time down to NXT, can pop up real quick for a month. Bobby Lashley whenever he's back in the ring, and then Karrion Kross, they went over to Raw. So I mean, there are things that can happen. Just have to really
I'd
look at.
say one of the Street Profits too.
Yeah, like Montez getting a shot, off a one off like on a SmackDown. I see that
Yeah,
happening.
or even Dawkins because Dawkins is just as good. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
he
absolutely.
gets overshadowed by Montez sometimes.
Yeah, like Dawkins can go, man. I mean, he can perform. I feel like those videos of him training in the dungeon with like Moose have really kind of helped his credibility in a way. Like you can see, like, oh no, bro can go. He just needs an opportunity.
Yes,
I think the issue is just on SmackDown, Cody is like on his own level. Like no one is kind of touching him. At least on Raw, it's kind of a little bit of a lower title. Drew, there's Punk, and those guys over there, Gunther, obviously. So there's like that kind of core three or four guys that you can kind of see possibly being a champion on SmackDown right now. I mean, like you guys are saying, like, oh, you can have this for one match and this for another match, and like outside of The Rock or a returning babyface Roman Reigns, I just don't know who's really on Cody's level over on SmackDown. Which that's the Booker's problem, and you got to build the people, make people want to see it.
You have to build the people.
build your story, build your characters.
Yes, build your story so you can finish it. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you did there.
Yep.
Good job. Good
All
job.
right, that is going to do it for us. We will be back this week. We will talk. Actually, no, this week is going to be our Sexy Red podcast. That's right.
Ski.
Bow,
Right.
bow, bow, bow.
When you see her in the club, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much. It was an action-packed week in the Bay Area. A lot of wrestling was going on. Oasis Pro Ugwa. Salute. Thank you all, man. For real, for real. We will be back later on in the week. Happy Memorial Day. Stay safe. Eat the hot dogs. Eat the glizzies. The the hamburgers, the baked beans, the ribs, etc. Be safe and stay dangerous. Yes, sir.